Hello everyone, Mexi here, back with some Polytopia, but this time it'll be a VOD review with commentary. This was a match I had with my friend Sylvie. So I was teaching her the ropes of the game. We were on a voice call and Waffle was there too. So it was pretty chill. It wasn't like a super competitive game, but I think for being her second game, because that's what this was a fantastic performance. So that's why I want to do a little commentary VOD review. So there's me with Oumaji spawning down here, and she spawned in as the Cymanti down on the south. So we are right next to each other, which is kind of curious. And then, yeah, we're just doing some basic stuff. I taught her like how to open with Cymanti with the spores and the warriors, and she was gonna try and find the lighthouse, but decides to go back up here. Meantime, all I'm doing is just getting my organization and my resources ready. And then here she goes exploring for some other villages. It's gonna get really crazy later in the game, and it's actually gonna come down. I think she was 10 stars short of beating me, which is very good for someone who had just started the game. Like, I'm not gonna pretend to be this incredible player, but I have owned the game for how many years? Since like early 2017. And yeah, I like to think of myself as a decent strategist. Anyway, it looks like this is an explorer. I don't know where this came from, to be honest. But yeah, she manages to deal with that bit of pressure, and the shaman survived, which my goal when I went down here was to either try to siege or kill the shaman, but I wasn't able to. So then she upgrades, gets her first centipede, which is very bad news for me. So now I'm starting to get these cities over here. I'm trying to build more income, because I know that what you need to beat Cymanti is a stable source of stars. So that's why I keep doing all this. And then I think I get a giant here as well, because I see this centipede and I see this hexapod here. Now I have to move my... Let me just pause this right now. So in this situation, it has a hexapod here that can get to here. This centipede can get very close. So if I train something like a rider, well, it's dead. Warrior, it's not very useful. So I feel pressured enough to move my giant back into the capital, especially when I see this and this. There's just so much on me. If I train literally any unit that isn't like no, even swordsmen die, I think. But I don't have smithery. This was from a ruin, so I have to move my giant back in. And then I start moving this one down, start moving my rider down to try and prepare a little defense, just in case she manages to get a siege. And then I start upgrading this city over here. Yeah, rider back here. And then she starts getting more cities. Does really good job with retreating after attacking. And then positioning the centipede where I can't really hit it, but it's still like nearby, right? And then she starts throwing bodies at the swordsman until she manages to get a kill with the centipede. So that was really good. So throughout this whole match, I was like talking out loud because Waffle is trying to learn Oumaji, Sylvie's trying to learn Cymanti. So I thought, why not have a match where I'm playing Oumaji, streaming it so Waffle can see, and I give Sylvie tips on how to play Cymanti. So I was saying like, oh, what if you can use your hexapods in combination with your centipede to kill that swordsman. So now there's a centipede with 3 segments, and I'm getting kind of worried. This was a misplay, because I genuinely don't know why I did that. I should have just waited a turn and then taken out the other segment and then the head. So instead, I just split the centipede into 2. Like I said, I'm not like the greatest in the world. I do make mistakes, and I do misclick sometimes. Like, I think there was a moment where I meant to move or research a specific tech, and I clicked the wrong one. Yeah, smithery. I didn't mean to get smithery. But I thought, wait, actually, smithery low-key kind of works in this scenario. So right now, I'm just trying to deal with this, and I managed to take out with my defender. But she's already getting a cloak. I see this cloak, and I see this exit. I'm like, okay. So Sylvie is pouring a lot of her income into military, And when I'm seeing like a level 1 city, I think this is 2, and this is level 3 or 4. No, this is 4, this is 3. Or something like that. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. And so I think she's not getting too many stars per turn. So I don't have to like push too hard right now. Because, like, you know, if this is all that's coming my way, I'm kind of chilling, low-key. So I'm just kind of seeing it through, seeing what happens. So she instead retreats, which is good. And now I'm like, wait. Actually, no, hold up. That's not the full story of what happened. Let's go back to this turn. Yep. No, this turn, right? Yeah, turn 17. This was the turning point for the match where I realized, wait a minute. There's a cloak. Which means this is now a race against the clock. So I think I have 2 giants here, an archer and a rider. This city has so much shit being thrown at it that I don't think it's even worth trying to defend. If she's putting in all of her military resources into taking this, she's leaving this extremely underdefended. So I see the cloak and I'm like, okay, that can get to my capital in like 1, 2, 3, 4 turns. So I've got 4 turns to try to make a last-ditch attempt. Or I can just also, you know, make a defense here. But seeing just how underdefended this capital is, I start moving my giants down at some point. Pretty sure it's this turn. And then I get roads and start trying to road down the giants there as well. Okay, so not quite. But then I see the cloak move and I'm like, okay. And at some point I realized after the match was over, this defender could see the cloak. But I wasn't paying attention. In fact, the reason this was so close was because I made a crucial mistake in forgetting about the cloak. So in turn 20, you're about to see what that entails. So yeah, and then she sees this, because this was also really good from Sylvee. And also all of this considering she's a new player. So then, a giant could easily take both of these. But then again, the shaman is there. So what I thought is like maybe move that Kiton, train another Kiton, and then boost it. But definitely leave the shaman there because that means I don't really have, until my archer gets down, or until I can start roading these riders down here, which is going to take us slightly longer. So she's got a decent defense, but it's not going to last too long. But then she makes a misplay. She accidentally tapped the shaman to move here. She didn't mean to do that, which is fair enough. Happens to the best of us. So now, allowing me to get an easy siege. Now she has to start worrying about this, like, really. Because a 1 health Kiton and a full health Kiton isn't going to do shit to a giant. So then what she does is she giant pushes, gets a centipede. I still have to kill the shaman, but the good news for me after that misplay is that I don't have to worry about it after this. I do have to sacrifice getting the siege this turn. And I have to kill the shaman with that one. And then I kill that Kiton just for good measure. And then I start roading. So then now I'm set up to siege next turn. So she starts attacking some of my stuff. And then I realized she moved the cloak over here. Because you can see it. So let me put auto. So yeah. Here's the cloak over here. First she moved it like up here, I think. Let's check real quick. Yeah, so she moves it here and then here. And then by this point, yep, it's about to hit, and I've forgotten all about it, as you can see. Because the defender can clearly tell that there's something nearby. But I was not looking at that, because I was too focused on this and giving tips and a bunch of other things. And yeah, so she tries to get even better of a defense. But then I get my swordsman, siege with the 39 health giant, and kill the Exeter. So then it's kind of Jova. The only option she has is to giant push at this point. And the first thing she does is siege my capital, which I cannot unsiege. Unless I... Can I? I mean, could I have unsiege? I guess if I... No, because I think roads only doubles movement. I don't know if the swordsman could have reached this one. There's too much rough terrain. And she's blocking with these daggers. So I don't think I would have unsieged. This was up to her if she could unsiege this. if she could break this siege, I lose the game. So she tries her best. She has 20 stars. Let's look at tech tree. But she doesn't have anything like, for example, she doesn't have forestry, she doesn't have mining, she doesn't have smithery, which would be like, yeah, you just can't get because it's such a huge investment when you have so many cities. Yeah, she tries her best and then decides that it's not worth it. And then she just starts upgrading stuff. She gets a centipede here. Yeah, and then I end the game with the capture. So yeah, that was this game. It was nice and quick, but again, congratulations to Sylvie for playing so well. And yeah, excited to see what other games we'll have in the future. So just wanted to pop in, quickly do a little VOD review, and I hope you're all having a good day. I certainly am, but I do have to go do other things now, so see you later.